Hey everybody, I recently picked up this Pittsburgh 3-ton low profile hydraulic jack for my car, and as you may know, I do have a Camaro ZLE which comes with the pretty much all compact track tires. So in the wintertime it's really hard because I live in an area that has 4 seasons, so I don't get to drive it much. So I was thinking, I got one of these guys. So I'm gonna switch out the tires, and I don't want to bring it to the tire shop every winter. That can get expensive. So I thought I would get one of these guys in order to change out my tires just twice a year for the summer and then wintertime driving. And then the reason I picked this Pittsburgh one up is because it's relatively cheap. I got this on sale for like under $100, and then and it's got a pretty cool, feature. Yeah, it'll go as low. Well, they claim it goes as low as 3 1/8 of an inch and as high as 19 7/8. And then of course this is a 3-ton, so 6,000 pound capacity. Okay, I wanted to get the red one because red is just looks cooler, but this is what's on sale. And then it's got rapid pump technology and everything. And then so I thought this was great. It is all steel, unfortunately, so it weighs in at around 78 pounds or so. You can get the hybrid aluminum one with steel and aluminum, and that shaves about 20 pounds off, but those are expensive. They're around, say, 150-ish. So I wanted to go as cheap as possible. And I did not, well, I don't intend on, bringing this around, driving around or carrying around. It'll just be around my garage. Okay, so the weight doesn't really matter to me. It's not bad, coming at 78 pounds, about. I've seen some that are over 100 pounds. And then, and this one, it's all steel, so it should be more durable. And it has everything that I need. Okay, so I'll go through the setup and then look at what's inside the box, and then we'll jack the Camaro up, just do a test run. Okay, so let's open up the box. Okay, after popping the box open, this is what we have. You have the handle with their logo on it. This is some foam just to protect your car, I guess, but I'll go through that. And then you have the handle extension. Okay, and then you have the owner's manual. So let's thumb through the owner's manual real quick. Let's thumb through the manual to see what's in it. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of that. And then I think you get some instructions. Yep, instructions on what to do beforehand, before using it, and then some parts numbers if you have to fix. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the unit looks like. You know what? So it's just removing some foams, and like I said, this thing weighs in at they say about 78 pounds, so that's pretty heavy. It's all steel. At least the good news is it's durable. And then you do not have the padding here. Some of the more expensive ones that I've seen comes with this rubber padding. Okay, but I think you can get some on online or something like that. And then they have instructions, so I will be reading that in a few minutes. Okay, so let's take the unit out and see what it looks like. So the jack is out. It's you're gonna feel every pound of that 78 pounds when you take it out. So I don't know, man. I just went with this thing because it's cheap, but I may be considering getting an aluminum hybrid. But anyway, so instructions tell you to remove this plate. So there are 4 screws, Phillips head, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then you're supposed to check the hydraulic fluid. They said just in case. I don't have any extra flat hydraulic fluid lying around, so I'm gonna see, how high or low the level is before going out to get some. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that and then check the fluid. Oh, and I did not see anything in the instructions, but I noticed this plastic tab right here. So, you know, normally this thing would go up this way, but it looks like this tab is preventing it from going up. So I'm guessing that's used for doing shipping, because this thing could go up and down. It could damage it. So I'm guessing you have to remove this thing. Okay, so we're going to do that after we look at the hydraulic fluid. All right, so I have removed the plate. So that's the plate. It's even got the Pittsburgh name on it, which is cool. So normally it would be here, and I removed it. And then there's your hydraulic plug. So I did that, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out. And then in looking at it, it looks like I got hydraulic fluid in there. As you can see, I don't know you can see that. I'm shaking it. So I see it's already filled, so I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna put it back. And then we'll go through some things before we test it out, okay? So just one thing before we proceed. Whenever you get any of these hydraulic jacks, always check for the wells to see if they're clean, okay? I've checked all four. So it looks like from there and then over here, they're clean, okay? So that's good. Because sometimes you might get one where it's not complete, so that could be dangerous. And then over here we're good there. Ooh, oil. Okay, so before closing up the hole, I'm gonna pump it several times. Just they recommend to clean out the any air that's in it. Okay. Oh, and in order to release this thing, you can't just pull it out. So you want to push this down, this part you want to push down by hand, and then you can remove the puck. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so it comes with two handles or two pieces. The one with this cushioning with the Pittsburgh logo, you want that to be put into this, okay? You would normally think this is the top portion where you have your cushioning for your hands, but it's not. The reason they put the cushioning here is sometimes when you jack the car up and it's deep, like for example this part will hit the bottom of your car, okay? So it protects it. And then you can see there are two, that end goes with the extension handle, and this end with the square head will go into there, okay? And then before you do anything, there's a knob right here that you need to turn counterclockwise in order to loosen up that bolt for you to put it in. Okay, so we're gonna do that right now, as you can see. All right, so I've successfully installed the handle. And then after you're done, you want to screw this clockwise by hand and just to be tight. And then you want to try to lift it up so it's in. And then I also attached the extension handle, okay? And then there's a little knob somewhere on this side, so you want to make sure that it's in. Okay, so let's do a quick run and see how it works. So now I'm going to test it. So based according to the instructions. What you want to do is turn your handle to counterclockwise this way in order to, get the plate down, and then just to bleed out all of the air. Okay, I left the fluid open, and then in order to pump it, you want to turn this clockwise that way. Okay, so keep turning until it is locked in. So, okay, so I can't turn anymore, and then all we're gonna do is pump. Okay, and you don't have to go all the way down, I'm just doing it because I guess it's a lot quicker. So as you can see, you can just go a little bit. It's got rapid pump technology. So let's see how far it will go, or how high it will go. So it's still going. It's not bad, but I'm sure it will take longer if you have actual weight. Okay, so as you can see, this thing is pretty high, and this is my truck. So this thing should be able to lift the truck up by a little bit. It's got the truck's got like 9.6-inch clearance. And I've gone under the truck before, so I don't really need the hydraulic jack. I only use this for the Camaro, or I'm going to be using it for the Camaro. Okay, so in order to get it back down, you turn this handle counterclockwise. Okay, so I'm going to do that and watch the magic happen. So as you can see, it's going down, 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 down. All right, so that's pretty smooth. Ooh, look at that. It looks like there's plenty. See, I just bled some air out of it. So it's okay. And then I looked at the hole. Sorry about that, right in there. It looks like it's got plenty of oil. But I may just go to, I don't know. I may go to the auto store and just get some hydraulic jack oil just in case. But it looks like mine doesn't need to be added anymore. So it's hard to tell. I might have to get a flashlight. But anyway, so I will try to jack up the Camaro and see what happens. Oh, so as I mentioned earlier, this plate, right? It's it doesn't have any cushioning, so it could slide around, and you don't want that. So I'm gonna go get the rubber puck that they sell online. But for now, I'm gonna put like a rubber piece on there. I have a rubber mat, and just to see it, if I can lift it off the ground just a little bit. Okay, so the test is at hand. I have jacked up my Camaro, just the front passenger side, and I have this old rubber piece that it's used for those floor mats in the car. So I upgraded in my other car, so I'm using this. It's okay. I just need something so it doesn't scratch up the bottom of the car. And I have the lift pucks underneath here, and then the back and the other sides. Okay, so far so good. So as you can see, the wheels are off the ground right there. Okay, so and I don't need to jack this up real high. I just need to jack it up enough like this. Okay, let me zoom out and let you guys see. Oops. So that's it, right? It's all jacked up, and I only need to do it just enough for when I change out the tires, at home, instead of having to bring it in. They charge like $50 in my area per wheel, so that way, I'll save money. Okay. And then the next thing we're doing is we're gonna let it sit here for about say 10-15 minutes, see if the hydraulics hold. Okay, so everything so far so good for the last minute, and as you can see, it is off the ground, and I only need a few inches in order to take the wheel off. Okay. And then and one more thing, the front wheels are fixed. Okay, it only goes in one direction, front and back. The rear wheels are these, and they turn like 360. Okay, the reason that's designed this way is because sometimes if it's not in correctly, this thing will allow your jack to move around, okay, to compensate, so that your car doesn't slip right off the where the puck is in front. Okay, so that's why you can't have two fixed wheels. The rear will go back and forth, sideways or whatever, okay, to compensate when you jack it up for the weight. Okay, so far so good. It hasn't gone down. As you can see, it's really off the ground. And it's just, like I said, I just need enough in order to get my, wheels off the ground in order to change. So we leave it here for about 10-15 minutes, and then see if the hydraulics will hold. And I noticed earlier, it's not the hydraulic fluid didn't fill all the way up, but I don't think you need it. So we'll find out. It's just enough. I may just buy the extra fluid just in case, okay, because over time it evaporates or whatever. Okay, so we'll come back in 10 minutes and see if this thing will hold. Well, it's been about 20 minutes, and it looks like the jack hasn't lost its pressure holding. And what I did was I used this puck, right, that was here. So I measured it, without taking out the ruler. So when I started, I just put it down here. And then, it hasn't gone down, and my little puck actually fits in there, so it's great. So I guess this thing actually works as advertised, and it's not too bad. Okay, so let's get the car down, and then we'll go through the final analysis. So before we do that, Let's lower the car, and in order to lower it, of course, you turn the handle counterclockwise. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. There we go. It's not bad. Okay, so let's do the analysis here. All right, so I think this thing is pretty good. I had my reservations at first because it was so cheap compared to the other brands, but I liked it very much. So we'll go through the good, the bad, the perplexing, and my what I like to call come on man moment. Okay, so the good, this thing is cheap. Okay, I got it for like $95, and this is after the pandemic. Before that, I think I like to say I saw it on sale for like 80 something before. I didn't have my Camaro before then, so I didn't get it. So the good, it's cheap, it's durable, it looks very durable, it's all steel and everything, and all of the like I said earlier, the well is very good. Okay, so no problem there. And then it's easy to use. It's you don't really have to do anything with it, and it looks pretty cool. It's got nice clearance. Okay, the lowest at 3 1/8, and it'll go up to I believe 19 7/8. So that's a really good range. The lowest I guess range that I've seen in a hydraulic jack is 3 inches, but I remember that thing was like expensive. I don't even know the brand. And then of course you can get hydraulic jacks that'll go up to like 23 inches, but you're not going to get one that does really low, like 3 1/8 to almost 20 inches. Okay, so for the ones that goes up to like 23, 24, whatever inches, they're usually used for like higher I guess clearance vehicles like SUV or something like that. But then the SUV doesn't need the 3-inch minimum clearance, so that's a good thing. And then I did not have to add hydraulic fluid, but I did notice that it's not as I guess high as possible. And then I guess other than that, I didn't have any issues. Everything is, I guess, as advertised. Okay, so we move on to the bad. The bad with this thing is it's made of steel. Well, I knew that anyway, going in and purchasing this. So coming at around 78 pounds, based on the manufacturer's claim. You can get lighter, like a hybrid aluminum one where it's got steel and aluminum, and you can shave like 20 pounds off that, which is nice. If your livelihood is trucking this thing around and changing people's tires, then definitely spend the extra whatever $50-$60 to get the lighter one. I would not be carrying this around. This is mostly just for my garage use, so that's the bad. It's just heavy. Other than that, this plate right here, it's just steel. It's very low, so it's fine. I did not see any marks under my Camaro, but then you can get a pad. It's another half an inch or so. I think it's gonna have a problem clearing my Camaro, because when I put this underneath it, it may have had half an inch or something like that, and I'm using like some cushioning and it worked fine. It didn't do anything to it. So the bad, they don't come with a pad. When I went to the store, I did notice that some of the more expensive one, it did come, or they came with the rubber pad, which is nice, but what can you expect? And then other than that, the fluid is okay. You can add some in, but like I said, mine was fine. Although I did notice when I was pumping the jack, it was a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. So I think that's where the more hydraulic fluid in general will make it easier for you to pump. Okay, but this was just experimental. I'm probably gonna go and get some hydraulic fluid. And then other than that, I don't have anything else bad to say about it other than the weight and without the pads and stuff. Okay, so we move on to our next thing of the perplexing. To me, I got this in gray. Okay, color doesn't really matter to me. Any color is fine, even pink. I don't care. I'm a functional guy, so it works and I'm happy. But I just noticed the red one, which is pretty much like maybe $20 more when I was getting mine. And they weren't on sale, so I'm thinking, you know what? Why would, they charge you more for the red color? So it's perplexing to me. Maybe it's something, it's more popular, whatever color. So it's not like, it's metallic paint and this is regular paint or anything like that. So anyway, that's my perplexing point. So other than that, I don't have any issues with it. Okay, and then my, my come on man moment. I did not have an issue with the hydraulic oil, although I did notice it's just slightly lower, and it worked fine. But come on, man, it's they should be having it filled up. It's like what, they shaving a few cents off, but I suppose over time, when you shave a few ounces or half an ounce off each unit, and you're selling thousands of units, you could shave a few dollars off. But I find it funny because the first thing that they tell you is like check the hydraulic fluid and stuff. So that should have told me that they're purposely putting it in. But other than that, I'm gonna go fill it up. Okay, so that's it, and just a few points of advice when you're getting a hydraulic jack like this. Of course, you should check it. Like with mine, the gaps is okay. It's not gonna be perfect. Like this side's a little bit wider. It's steel, so it's not gonna be perfect. You should check when you get it. You should check all the wells just to make sure. Some of them I've seen, like instead of like a smooth continuous one, there'll be a gap. Like they didn't finish the well. Everything's clean. This thing has a lot of grease to keep it, see, as you can see right in there. You can't wear a lot of grease. Okay, so that's good. And then, don't forget to remove the puck. And I think that's it. And then make sure that you bleed it and have it, working. And of course, the price, I don't think it makes any difference. Like the difference between this and a more well-named brand, it'll do the same thing. But anyway, so in conclusion, I would highly recommend this Pittsburgh 3-ton low-profile hydraulic jack. Okay. Other than the color, I would like to have red because I guess it's cool, but I'm not paying $20 for that. Other than that, it's good for its intended purpose. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so there's no issues other than the without having the pad. I fixed that, and the lower than optimal hydraulic fluid. Okay, so in conclusion, I would highly recommend this. Go get it. I think it regularly sells for like maybe 140, and then it's on sale for like 120, 110, whatever. And I got this I guess during the holiday sales. It was like $95. The only annoying thing was they wouldn't deliver, so I had to go and lug it and toss it in the back of the truck. Of course, not the Camaro, because I couldn't get it out. It's like 78 pounds. Sorry. Okay, so highly recommend it. Get it. Don't worry about the nameplate. All right. So thanks for watching, and then we'll do something else next time. Thanks. Bye.